Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Thanks for being here on this Wednesday. Hunter not here today, covering from Adam Lorch on night side, but guess what? We do have another meteorologist in studio with us today, all the way from the great state of Massachusetts. Morning show meteorologist, Tony Nargi.
Let's go. Let's get a round of applause for me, everyone. Thank you.
A round of applause for Tony. Tony, how's the Northern Life treating you?
It's doing good. It's doing good. You know, I actually, got to try. I'm told it's an absolute commodity around here. Delicacy around here. Maybe didn't have the same experience, but definitely was pleasantly surprised.
We watched the blindfold yesterday. If you missed it, be sure to find it on our Facebook page. But Tony talking about trying out the Christmas traditional dish of lutefisk, which Hunter made us try. I gave it a out of 10. I think you gave it maybe like a 5 out of 10 on the rating.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. You know, I was definitely expecting it to be a little bit, less rubbery. But overall,
less gelatinous, maybe.
The look on me and your face kind of showed it all. There, right there. Like, it's a little nervous about trying it, but overall, it went pretty well. I think because they got who made it again?
It was the West Elam Lutheran Church out in West.
Yes, they loaded it with butter, which I was very happy about. It definitely wasn't something I would have every day, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was. I think it's definitely worth trying once. I don't know about again, but
the funny thing is when we were blindfolded going in there, you knew right away it was like a fish smell too.
It filled that place. That scent filled that place. So we got it done somehow. Maybe we'll try it again in the future. But hey, coming up on today's show, we're gonna get to this week's Does It Work product. Tony's first ever Does It Work product. If you have trouble reaching your important and necessary outlets in your home, Rachel Hackbarth trying out the Presto plug, which could provide you a longer helping hand for you. And then coming up later, the Salvation Army is sharing their call for bell ringers to help out at the Red Kettles this winter. And our Northern Life team has our spot picked out for next month. So we'll let you know when and where you can find us and donate to that great cause. But first, Tony, any words of wisdom or words of positivity to give to the folks at home as we start this Wednesday?
When life gives you, severe wind and rain, try not to bike through it.
Maybe stay inside?
That's kind of what we saw, yesterday morning, of course. But today, of course, the winds are much lighter. So, look on the brighter side of things.
It's good news. It's good news. That's because Yahoo Life had this article that I was reading why being kind to strangers is good for you. So research shows that being the one to perform these acts of kindness provides a major mood boost, which is, what we're kind of hoping to do here on Northern Life. I think life is definitely tough. It can be hectic. I think this week, currently for us here at Northern News Now, a little hectic with everybody working on the Christmas City of the North parade. Our director, Shania, saying same.
Next time you're opening a glass door, look into the kind of reflection, see if there's someone behind you. Maybe hold the door open for them.
Yeah. I like that. There's no better feeling than it's sometimes awkward when the person's maybe 20 feet away and you're just kind of wondering if you should hold the door. But doing nice things is always good.
Exactly, and there's always that appreciative moment where it's actually they're further away than you thought, and you kind of regret opening the door, but you can tell on the look of their face that they actually appreciate that you made this effort, even though now they're kind of jogging towards you for it.
That awkward jog too, always kind of tough. But we are on the search for happiness this Wednesday, and at the time of this recording, the Northland still looking for a sheep that's on the loose across our area. So a few northern Minnesota communities coming together after witnessing a rogue sheep rolling lawns, rolling through roads, evading those trying to capture and rescue him. So it all started a few weeks ago as a sheep now named Brad spotted wandering around two harbors. And if you happen to see Brad, you should contact local law enforcement to handle him. You should not try to handle Brad yourself.
But definitely before you contact local law enforcement, make sure to take a picture of Brad, put it on Facebook, because he's getting all the publicity right now.
I've seen videos, I've seen photos of Brad. It seems like Brad might be living his best life.
Yeah, hopefully he, found some shelter during that rainstorm yesterday. But overall, I'm rooting for Brad, and I actually hope he continues his adventure, at least a little bit, until he's brought home.
I hope Brad is vlogging that for us and documenting it himself. So
Get it on TikTok.
See from his perspective.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, you a big orange juice guy?
I actually am. I love orange juice. Yeah, especially like if you go to a breakfast place and they have fresh squeezed orange juice. It's the best.
That's good stuff. Mimosas, also great.
Love mimosas, yep.
But how about this? Tropicana customers in revolt over an orange juice bottle redesign. Tropicana recently ditched its distinct orange juice in clear plastic circular shaped bottles on the left there. They're now replacing it with a thin neck and a crown-like bottle cap on the right side. So OJ fans frustrated about the new look and protesting even that Tropicana ripping them off by selling these smaller bottles. Actually, Tropicana sales have been steady for the first part of this year, but they have plunged almost immediately after putting those new bottles on the shelves.
Well, if you're looking for your, typical orange juice and all of a sudden it's kind of changed up on you.
It's harder to hold.
Yeah, I know. There's another brand that I really like, orange juice. Florida's...
Nature... Shania, do you know?
The green one.
Minute Maid?
Not Minute Maid, no.
Not Minute Maid. Not Minute Maid.
But are you a pulp guy or no pulp guy?
I'm no pulp.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't get over the taste of pulp. I think maybe because I've had, the one time I did have pulp as a kid, I think it was pretty close to when I brushed my teeth. So that was also a tough experience.
Ryan, you got to grow up. You got to grow up a little bit. Embrace the pulp. Embrace the pulp. Embrace the pulp.
I already drink coffee with no creamer, so I'm embracing adulthood. But I guess the next step would be with orange juice with pulp.
Gotcha.
As we get into the holiday season, a new survey has found that 1 in 5 Americans plan to flex their holiday hosting skills for the first time ever this year. So that's research done by the Honey Baked Ham Company, saying 41% prefer creating new traditions instead of following old ones. The results also found that regardless of if they're old or new, 52% say food plays a big role in developing their traditions. Tony, you hosting any Thanksgiving parties this
We had Friendsgiving the other day.
Oh, nice.
I brought buffalo chicken dip, which might not be very traditional.
You made it, or you store-bought?
Homemade it, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I love buff chick dip, but everyone else had the traditional stuff, so I was like, I'll bring the buff chick.
You gotta switch it up a little bit. Your own new Tony tradition. Well, hey, coming up, Tony here gets to help us judge today's Does It Work product. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to our director, Shania. Florida's Natural.
Yes.
Also great orange juice.
That was my go-to there.
I
went on
a tour. I think it was either Florida's Natural or Tropicana down in Florida.
Oh.
You get to see the farms and whatnot. Very cool. I would highly recommend it.
Oh, that sounds pretty sweet, honestly. I don't know why that's making me think of Trading Places, the movie, because there's something to do with orange juice in that movie. Trading orange juice shares or something. Yeah. Trading Places. Great movie. Will Smith.
Watch it tonight. Hey, Tony, first time ever doing a Does It Work product here on Northern Life.
Oh, very excited, very excited.
So we look at the product based on the price and how effective you think it is. We give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I'll get my mind spinning here.
Yeah. So I think we've all been in a tough spot when it comes to reaching an outlet at your home or apartment. So for this week's Does It Work product, Rachel Hackbarth trying out a device that makes hidden outlets a little more reachable.
Making a house feel like a home is something real estate agent Boone Downing does every day, and sometimes that requires rearranging furniture. He's going to see if the Presto plug can make staging homes easier. For $14.99, the makers claim this plug-in will relocate your electrical outlet, making things like phones and cords easier to reach.
There's never enough outlets in a home, especially if they're older homes.
The Presto plug's cord is 4 feet long, and it has these outlets and built-in USB ports. The instructions say all we have to do is peel, stick, and power.
If I can't do this, that's going to be a sad, sad day.
We find the hardest part is opening the packaging. The installation is easy.
So, this is pretty simple. Oh, it would go forever.
Our new outlet does turn on.
It's charging. It works.
And something important to this real estate agent, the Presto plug is not leaving behind damage.
It's definitely staying. And if you didn't get it right the first time, no big deal.
Boone thinks that the Presto plug is easy and efficient to use.
I hate having to get underneath and unplug because I have a big nightstand. This would be great because then you could just run this up the wall. Bing, bing, boom. You're good to go.
For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
I think that's a great idea. During the story, you were talking about how you have an extension cord for your phone charger at your bed.
Yeah, exactly. So I also have one of those hidden outlets that I could never reach because my bed's in the corner. Yeah. So I just have this extension cord that runs up, and this seems like a similar product where it's actually a little more convenient because then I could stick it on the wall there and it wouldn't get hidden and all over the place.
That's perfect. You need a hook sometimes, like those 3M hooks. You can place those wherever. So having an outlet kind of wherever you need it. Sounds like a good idea. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. And usually I can be a hater, and so I'm definitely
Not today.
pleased with this. Not today.
Not today with Rachel Hackbarth. We got 2 thumbs up, especially only $15. Not too bad. Hey, from does it work to someone who is doing great work. A Wisconsin 911 dispatcher was honored for his role in a special delivery earlier this summer. So a family in Chippewa County, Wisconsin was actually headed to the hospital to give birth to their 5th child in August. However, they had to pull over on the side of the highway, and dispatcher Wade Davis helped them to deliver their little girl. Davis actually got the chance to meet that new bundle of joy during a recent ceremony. And he says while he has been a dispatcher for years and those kind of calls are normal, they're still pretty nerve-wracking.
I've been doing this for just about 9 years. There's not a whole lot of calls that get me excited anymore. This was one of them, though. It's weird because it's probably one of the most natural calls that we take. I mean, obviously there's some complications that can happen, but yeah, it was nerve-wracking.
And funny enough, the name of that award is aptly called the Stork Award.
That rocks. Yeah.
That does rock. I mean, that'd be pretty terrifying as a family if you don't make it to the hospital and you have to deliver a baby, but the fact that Wade helped him out in that time, it's pretty awesome.
My friend Sennett was born in his truck.
Really?
Or his dad's
No
truck.
way.
Yeah, so, you know, I could definitely see that being the case.
Being born in your own truck would be,
that would be wild.
That'd be a tough story to explain. Well, hey, how's work going with you, Tony? Tony here, if you don't know, meteorologist Tony Nargi on the morning show, Northern News Now Today. It seems like you guys are really having a lot of fun. You, Natalie, Sydney, and I believe, is it Hannah now?
Yep, Hannah's there, you know, our new morning reporter. We've been having a great time. Overall, you know, it's been fun just bonding together. We have a great for my birthday.
I've only picked the best photos, Tony.
Yeah, of course. That was the most absurdly large birthday hat that Natalie got me.
You've ever seen before, yeah?
Yeah, but we've just been crushing it on the morning show. Good. And, you know, during, I feel like our talker blocks, we've gotten to this, like, almost like flow state.
Sure.
Where we just bounce ideas off each other. And obviously, I can be sometimes, you know, a little bit more eccentric than, you know, the typical person during a talker block. But we all find a way to make it fun. And, yeah, obviously, I've been loving the new team, and just, you know, we've really bonded over the summer.
Good.
So trying to become a great show, honestly.
Good.
Tune in.
Good news, yeah. And the fun thing about the morning show, too, is, like, it's important because it's kind of fast and you got 2 hours to fill, but you do have those moments to, you know, kind of people help start their day on a
it's a little more
note.
relaxed, and then on top of it, you have me doing the weather. I'm kidding. Hunter's obviously great, so is Adam and Dave. But yeah, I definitely have just been having a great time.
Yeah, and you had a great time earlier this week, too, because you got to air a story from the National Weather Service talking about how they're looking for volunteers this winter. You want to just talk quickly about their spotter program that they're having this week?
Yeah, it's free to sign up. You know, they have another you know, session today at, I believe, 6 o'clock, and one on Thursday at 1 o'clock. So get out and check it out if you can. It's completely free to sign up. Should have brought my yardstick in here to show you guys.
That was one of the funniest parts you were talking about. Should I lean my yardstick to show that I have more snow than my neighbor?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. But to be able to help the National Weather Service, pretty cool, too. And you can find that full story at northernnewsnow.com.
Of course.
It was really well done. Hey, coming up, the bells are ringing. The Salvation Army needs Red Kettle volunteers, including members of our team at Northern News Now. Welcome back, everybody. The Duluth Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign underway now. It's always great seeing those red kettles out there. The Duluth Salvation Army hopes to hit a goal of $250,000 this holiday season, and our Duluth chapter is in need of bell ringers out there. So you can find the link to sign up for a bell ringing shift at northernNewsNow.com, and gifts can be dropped off at the Salvation Army office over on 27th Avenue West in Duluth here. It's always awesome seeing these people volunteer out there, hearing the bells too when you're going to the stores. The problem I have lately is I don't carry enough cash or change around.
Right.
So I should probably get some cash at the ATM and maybe break it up.
Yeah, even if it's just for the Christmas season. But one of the things about the bell ringers is it just, like, you know, it brings back that, you know, holiday spirit in your mind. At least it just reminds you that the season's here, and it's something to be happy about, of course. And then also, if you just giving your change, it's like, you know, you're doing something good as well, which is cool.
It kind of reminds you of being a kid too, you know, just seeing your parents do that, you know, to give money. And it goes back to that acts of kindness that makes you happy when you see it.
Exactly.
When you do it. And guess what? Hunter and I will be ringing the bells at the Red Kettle next month. And here's the shift we signed up for. So Tony Nargi, you can come visit us. You can find us Monday, December 16th from 11 to 1 at the Mount Royal Market in Duluth. Should be a wonderful time raising money for the Northland effort. Once again, December 16th, 11 to 1 at me and Hunter outside of Duluth's Mount Royal Market.
I won't be able to see you guys. I'll probably be on the noon.
That's true. Tony, would you like to cover the noon that day? I think I told Paul, too. I said, Hunter might be able to go live, but we'll see. We'll make it
that would also be super sick. But, yeah, definitely a cool, I'll see if, the morning crew wants to sign up for a shift as well, of course.
You should.
And so it's the 16th through how long again? Do we know? That whole week, I'm sure.
I think our week for Northern News Now is like that December 16th through the 20th or 21st.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so be sure to find us around town here in Duluth.
I'll have to get a look at some of the long-range forecasts, though. Keep an eye out for what day might be, the best to sign up for there.
Yeah, make sure me and Hunter get the worst day possible. Hey, down in Iowa, a woman turning her hobby into holiday gifts, repurposing cracked pickleballs and turning them into holiday ornaments. So Sherry Kubalski says that idea just came to her one day, and she'll soon sell them in order to give money to her local food pantry. Kind of a cool idea. It's a perfect ornament, super lightweight.
Yeah, it looks exactly like what you think for an ornament. I feel like you're a pickleball guy, Ryan. Give me that vibe.
I played it once. I would love to actually play more. Just haven't found the opportunity yet.
Okay.
It gets intense. I see those videos on TikTok of people
go crazy.
Playing. They're intense with the pickleball playing. And hey, guess what? Coming up in a little more than a week, a record number of Americans could be on the move this Thanksgiving. Tony Nargi, you traveling for Thanksgiving or for the holiday season?
Not for Thanksgiving, but I am going home for Christmas.
Oh, great.
So I am actually super excited to see Boston again around Christmas time, and then, of course, see the family for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So, yeah, I'll be one of those travelers that, hopefully isn't stuck in long TSA lines.
I hope not. I hope everything goes well for you. And for those who don't know, fall, obviously great football watching. Tony Nargi, a graduate, big fan of Penn State. So, Tony, any words to share on how your team's doing this year?
They're doing great, 9-1, had a great win against Purdue that you're seeing there. And, of course, I'm going to the game on Saturday at Minnesota against the Golden Gophers.
Whoa, down at Huntington Bank?
Yep, I'm super excited. Some buddies from school coming up. We're going to, tailgate it up, and I'm so excited.
I'm hoping selfishly that the Gophers win, but, I'm guessing Penn State's going to play pretty well.
Coy Parrots from ESCO.
Yep.
Pretty good safety. Max Brosman, UNH, he transferred this year. You guys will make it a close game.
We've been playing pretty well. We've had some bad losses, though. Yeah. Hey, coming up after the break, we're going to be talking about another great football story that's happened recently in the college game and talk a little more about tomorrow's show. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, before we go today, during a timeout in the third quarter of the Colgate-Lehigh game, if you happen to be watching it this past weekend, Lehigh first-year grad student Gordy Smith was called upon to compete in one of those mid-game challenges you can find. And how about this? He kicked a 45-yard field goal wearing just his socks to win $10,000. The contest was sponsored by the college's on-campus dining services partner.
That's way more impressive than anyone who's made the Pat McAfee kick on game day.
Have you? What do you think you could kick?
I could do a 33-yarder. I did a kick in high school for a pep rally once.
Sure.
And I made that one, so I feel confident. I played soccer too.
Oh, gotcha. That would help. That would definitely help. I did at the Club 1 Under, the new simulator spot in Duluth. I kicked the field goal and I made it, but I just tore up my back. So make sure if you're going to do a kicking challenge out there, be sure to stretch. Be sure to stretch.
Well, we love the effort.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, Tony, a lot of fun spending the day with you, helping me out and spending it with our Northern Life viewers. And if you're up and at 'em in the early mornings, you got to tune in with Tony and our amazing team with Natalie and Sydney weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. You're going to find the latest news and those important weather updates before you head out the door.
Yes, of course. Tune into the show, guys. We have so much fun there every morning, and we also get you all the news you need.
Certainly do. Have a great day. We love you.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.